Geometry examples 5, 6, and 7. I think we have to find the missing pieces. Okay, we have a triangle with a perpendicular. This is 45 degrees, this is 90 degrees, this has to be 45 degrees. So that means x is equal to 5, and y is going to be equal to 5 times the square root of 2. Okay, if this is 5 and this is 60 degrees, then z has to be 5 divided by the square root of 2, and w has to be 2 times 5 divided by the square root of 2. And of course, we can simplify this by multiplying square root of 2 over square root of 2, and we will end up perhaps with just, let's see, 2 times 5 over the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 over square root of 2. We end up with 5 times the square root of 2 to simplify it. But at the moment, I will accept it like this. Example 6. This is kind of an interesting problem. We're given a 60-degree angle here, so we could think about a perpendicular here and having a 30-60 right triangle, but we don't know B and we don't know how this is cut apart. However, this is looking promising. 2 times the square root of 3. This could be the long side of a right triangle. If this were the long side of a right triangle, then I could make a parallel line here This would be 30 degrees. This angle would be congruent with this angle. If this is a right angle and this is a right angle, these two lines are parallel. So these are corresponding angles. If this is a 30-60 right triangle, then if this is 2 times the square root of 3, then this line is 2 and this line is 4. So A has to also be equal to 4. And if this is 2 and the whole length is 5, then this piece has to be 3. 3 plus 2 add up to 5. So B has to be equal to 3. That's really kind of fun. That may be an SAT problem. And finally, example 7. What do we have? We have a right angle. This is 45 degrees. This is 45 degrees. P has to be equal to Q. And S is our hypotenuse. Can we do anything with this? No. But wait. This is 4. So R has to be, because R is the hypotenuse, that's a right angle, R is the hypotenuse, R has to equal 8. And this line has to be 4 times the square root of 3. Okay then, if this is 4 times the square root of 3, then P also is 4 times the square root of 3, and S is 4 times the square root of 3 times the square root of 2 which it turns out is 4 times the square root of 6, and that's all that we can do with that. Well done. We did just fine, and it was a short day of notes. We're done.